Algebra students, if you want, I'm going to do a few sample problems before your test today. So again, if you want to just go right to the test, you can. You don't have to, and do a little review if that helps you. So for example, problem number 1. This is a review of what's going to be on the test. So if I say solve that inequality, I would first add 10. Okay, and I would say 18 is less than negative 6x, and then I would divide by negative 6, and I think to myself, I'm dividing by a negative, so you know what happens. I have to flip the sign. I get a negative 3, I get an x, but my final answer has to have the x on the left, the number on the right, and the little alligator eating the number for that one. So that would be something I would write if I asked that kind of question on today's test. Okay, number 2, what if I say n divided by 3 plus 4 is less than 1? Okay, well, if I minus 4 from both sides, and again, if you need your calculator, go for it, n divided by 3 is less than negative 3, okay? And multiplying by 3 or 3 over 1. Again, if you are doing these show your work problems, please show it up and down with spacing, just like I'm doing in red. Now, I did not multiply or divide by a negative, so the sign stays, and I have my answer, and my variable is on the left. Again, for both the first time and the second, I expect to see the work in red typed out with spacing below the appropriate terms, just like we're doing here. Okay, number 3, I have 10 plus m over negative 2 is less than or equal to 2. Okay, so first thing I would minus 10 from both sides. Okay, and I have m divided by negative 2 is less than or equal to negative 8. Again, are you showing your work in red up and down like this, up and down? Now I multiply, and I notice I am multiplying by a negative, so I must again flip that sign. Okay, so I have m is greater than or equal to positive 16. Okay, couple more if you want, it's up to you. Number 4, now I have 6 is greater than negative 3 times the quantity x minus 4. So the first thing you would do would be to distribute and change that minus sign, okay, to be plus the opposite. So 6 is greater than negative 3x plus 12, okay, then minus 12 to both sides, and I have negative 6 and negative 3x, okay? Now I'm going to divide by negative 3 to get x by itself, and as soon as I see that negative in red, I know I must flip that sign, okay? And if you're doing this, you make sure you're showing all your work. That gives me a 2 and an x, but again, the x needs to be on the left, and the number on the right, and the alligator's eating the x this time. Okay, 2 more, if you want. Okay, number 5, I have 12n minus 2n plus 5 is less than 13 plus 2n. Okay, first things first, combine your like terms. So I have 10n plus 5 is less than 13 plus 2n. Now I'm going to move the smaller n's. 2 is smaller than 10, so I'm going to get rid of those. Okay, and I would show all of my work in red up and down. So I have 8n plus 5 is less than 13. Okay. Now I'm going to minus 5. Okay. 8n is less than 8. I'm dividing by a positive 8, so I don't need to flip the sign. And I notice my n is on my left, and that's a 1. Woohoo! Okay. Last problem I got is, what if I have 4 times 3/4 x plus 2 is less than or equal to 2x plus 4. Okay, I'm going to start by doubly distributing. So using my calculator or however you want to do this, this becomes 3x plus 8. If you need to check that in your calculator, please do so. Less than or equal to 2x plus 8. Okay? Okay. Now, minus the smaller x. Oh, that's going to end up really nice. X plus 8 is less than or equal to 8. Minus 8. Okay. So x is less than or equal to 0. And 0 is a number, so you're good to go. Okay, last type of problems. Please remember, if I have something where it comes out as 6 is greater than or equal to 8, with all of the variables going away, this would be a no solution. If you have any of those on the test, you're going to actually have to type out no solution because we don't have the no solution logo. But what if instead it was 6 is less than or equal to 8? If that's what happens at the last step, think to myself, okay, there's no variables. Is 6 less than 8? Yes, that's the R. So that's all real numbers, which you would have to type a version of that because we don't have the fancy R or the infinite symbol, okay? Okay, so just a reminder, hopefully you enjoyed the little review. If you have questions, let me know. So today you will have a little summative. Take your time and do good. Have a good day.